Hello everybody, welcome back to the workshop. So today I'm going to show you guys a little bit of a technique that I like to use to save time when I'm at the coal forge. Now this coal forge here, this is by Mutimus coal that I'm working with, and this thing has died out a couple days ago. I haven't used it in a day or so. I was using the gas forge for some production stuff the other day, and so I haven't used this here, but I've got to make some tongs today, and so I will be using this forge exclusively. So what I'm doing today is I'm going to show you how you don't have to necessarily clean out the entire fire pot and rebuild it to start a new forge fire. This is something that I used to do a whole lot of to create a new forge fire, and then I've realized that it's just not needed. You don't always have to clean everything out all the way to the bottom to start. So what I do is I start by not disturbing the sides of the fire, okay? Now I let this die out all the way it was, and all I'm doing is I'm digging out the center. And you say, well, what about all that clinker down the bottom? Well, it'll be still at the bottom. Later on, I've done a video on how you can hook out the clinker, and that's a fairly easy thing to do. It's not too difficult to just hook out clinker, and so you can do that while the fire is lit, okay? Once you get it back up and going. So it's not really worth doing at this stage if you're just trying to get a good fire going. To start your day with. So you don't have to have this all completely cleaned out. You just have to have the center pretty much unburied enough that you can get some airflow to come up through that center, okay? Just like that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of cardboard. It's just a piece of a sandpaper roll box. If you have just regular like shipping cardboard box type stuff, it works better than anything with a little plasticky coating. And I've also got a little bit of a box, another little shipping container box. Still has a plastic coating on it. But I'm just going to roll all this up, kind of like so. And I'm going to stick it down in this fire. And I'm going to stick it like a chimney. Now if you see here, I took the cardboard and I rolled it up like a chimney. Now I was shown this by my mentor and friend, Raymond Sim. He passed away sadly, but he did show me how to start a fire this way with just cardboard. So you create a chimney effect, if you will. And so you just take pieces of cardboard like that and you just wrap it up, just like so, lighting a fire, okay? So this is the easiest way I found to light the fire. Once again, you don't have to dig this all out and disturb this whole fire mess and take extra time for this. Well, you get this lit on fire. I got a little rosebud running over there off camera, just enough to get it lit. I don't have a match on me. But now you can hold it upright like this and you see that it creates its own natural chimney effect. Just like so. Now I put all this breeze, this lightweight stuff, right in around it. And before it goes too far, you have to provide this thing oxygen. Obviously all fires need oxygen in order to breathe. But I'm going to bring all this up around and pretty much smother it for the most part. And then just give it a little bit of oxygen. And so if you notice, I'm not all the way down at the bottom of the fire pot. I'm actually building this fire on top of a lot of coke and a lot of ashes and things like that. But what we're going to do is as soon as this gets up and roaring and it's got this stuff on top lit really well, we're going to poke it with the fire poker and work it straight to the bottom. And that fire will dig out the bottom then, and it'll drop down there and then consume from the bottom up. This is a fairly efficient way of starting a fire without having to clean out the whole thing, break the whole thing out, and be said and done. So I'll get on to cranking with this a little bit, and once this is lit with flame, I'll come right back to you and show you how we're going to poke on that and take it down to the bottom of the fire pot and really get the fire roaring. Okay everyone, so here we go. See, you can see we've got some flame up through here. It's starting to do real well, but this here is still just sitting right on top. So what we need to do is we actually need to shuffle this to the bottom of the forge. So this way we can really get all that coke to ignite and go on fire. So all we're going to do is take our poker and go straight down through and open it up just like that. Now that coal that was burning on top will fall to the bottom, and we readjust this, and we're up and running. So time elapse here was about 5 minutes or so, and we're right up and running now with a nice hot fire, about that quick. So it shouldn't take you too awfully long to get your forge fire up and running and going. Of course, this is just working with bimutamous coal, so you may have to take and adapt and overcome if you're using anthracite. It takes a totally different method, and you're probably not going to get it lit on paper. So you'll have to adjust your own quick starting style that way. But if you are using bimutamous, this can be very handy for you to help you in the future. So I hope this video helps out. If it did, leave a like, comment, subscribe if that's something you're into, if you like my video content. And like I always say, God bless you. We will catch you on the next one.